Good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. I am back after a long week of travel. I am back. Let's take care of a little bit of business. A lot to talk about today. Welcome to Trading with Sergio every Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. On Fridays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Join me for Power Hour. And going back to the regular schedule, back to the grind. On Wednesday, coming up this week, we have our members only live stream, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. That may have to get adjusted by the week here and there. So please subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get the correct time of the live stream. Now, the reason for that is football, not the American football, my son's soccer. That takes precedence over anything. However, for the moment, for this week at least, it's 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern for the members only live. Thank you for the support. Channel is growing. I cracked 1,500 subscribers. Yay. Please share, please thumbs up if you don't mind. I think we're putting out really good content. A couple of the videos did really well, specifically on Microstrategy and Saylor, which I will be talking about extensively today, as I always do, because Mr. Michael Saylor has figured out the infinite money glitch on Wall Street. If you guys know how difficult that is to do, to figure something out that Wall Street has not figured out, yeah, he is brilliant what he's doing. And, Bitcoin, obviously, talk of town, 107,000 last time I checked. And, but before we get into any of that, so it'll be live Q&A as usual, Trading with Sergio. Please keep your questions to the end. I will answer all comments and questions. I will share my position screen as usual. I will post my positions going back. I didn't post last Wednesday and Friday because I was out of town. Visited Florida, Tampa, beautiful city. So I'm back. So we're back to the usual Monday Trading with Sergio, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, every Wednesday, members only live. Please join the membership. There you have two perks. You have weekly, unless it falls on a holiday, obviously. Weekly members only live streams. So that's one perk, which I get to talk to and see a lot of the members face to face because I put them on the screen and we talk all about our issues. Well, not issues, but trading ideas. It's more hands-on. It's more one-on-one. And we like it. I think it's great. And so what you get, the value that you get out of that is one thing. The secondary value or perk of being a member is getting one of these t-shirts. Comes only in black, I'm told, by the way, but black is beautiful with the gold and white lettering. I get more compliments on this shirt than anything because it applies to pretty much everything in life, right? Relationships, business, jobs, right? You got to know your worth, man. If you don't know your worth, you're never going to get your worth because you're never going to ask for it. So members get this t-shirt, which is a $30 item on the Gig With It website, which is the official sponsor, well, not sponsor, merchandise supplier of the channel. We're going to come up with some other New Year's. We're going to come up with some other designs. If you guys want to support the channel, buy some of that, great. If not, no big deal. But if you do become a member, even for a single month, you have to email me, Sergio@sergioavedian.com, and you will get a $30 item, including shipping, no charge whatsoever, for free. How do you become a member? You go to the channel, say join. There's a join button there, and you click it, you become a member, and that's it. And I think the membership value that is being offered, shouldn't just be looked at as Oh, it's $10 a month. It's expensive. I'm like, $10 a month. You can't even buy a decent burger these days for $10, and you're having direct access to me. Not only that, but every Wednesday we get to set up your charts. We talk about many different things, great exchange of ideas, and so we can get on the same page faster. So members will definitely have a leg up on what's going on. And last but not least, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, go to the community page of the YouTube channel. You will see all my open positions. I didn't post Wednesday and Friday because I was not in town. I really didn't have access to much other than I was there for business anyway. So I really kind of distanced myself from it. Plus, it's the end of the year. I will share my main trading account with you all at the end of the year. It's up beautifully, and I think last time I checked, it was up 227% for the year, which is beating the S&P 500 by 10x, which is good. Is it my best year? No, but it's great, and that kind of came with a massive drawdown towards the middle of the year, towards the third quarter of the year, by the way, which was again, my boneheaded trading. But look, we all do it. Even with all this experience, I still mess up. There is no ifs and buts about it. But yeah, that's it. So let's get into it. Hey everybody, Techie B, Craig, Mojotronics, Edward Lee. Thank you. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. So let's start talking a little bit about, as usual, I talk about what's happening on the economic calendar. Today was the PMI data that came out. Nothing burger, to be honest with you. Tomorrow is an important number coming out, November retail sales. It's going into Christmas, as you all know, our economy depends on spending, specifically retail spending. And those numbers better be strong, but then they're trailing, right? The more important numbers when it comes to retail sales data is going to be after Christmas, obviously. After Christmas sales, after Christmas, the retail sales will show what Christmas was like comparatively to the last couple of years. I think consumer is extremely stretched, but the estimates are that the retail sales are going to keep pushing higher. Everybody's living on plastic. That's the way I see it, but I guess that's not going to change. And 80% of our GDP is retail spending. We don't manufacture much. We don't export much. We import quite a bit, and we take the plastic out and we spend it. I'm against it. But then the other thing that I'm seeing a actually bad trend, which I'll talk about on Friday with some data that I'm looking at, is buy now, pay later. It's called BNPL data. Buy now, pay later, is becoming really fashionable. And unfortunately, it's being used by the consumer by double-digit increases. Why is that? Well, they're stretched, right? They want to buy, they can't buy, their credit cards are tapped out, they're not getting any new credit, and it's being used mostly by the Gen Zers. And you don't want to miss a payment on those buy now, pay later. They'll offer you some good deals, like every time now you go to PayPal or your eBay or Amazon or whatever, there are all these massive online retailers are offering you BNPL. Well, they go, 4 payments, you can do it for 4 payments. There is some companies, Affirm actually is one of them, and that's why the stock is doing what it's doing. That's what it's been doing, what it's doing. So be careful with BNPL. I'm not telling you not to use it, but then if you're going to use it, just like anything else, be sensible with it. Wednesday, super important day. Federal Reserve is supposed to lower the rates another 25 basis points, meaning another quarter percentage point. So that will make it 100 basis points since September. They did it 50 basis points or half a percentage point on September. They did it last month, and they're going to do it this month. Why is the Fed cutting rates while our debt is soaring, deficits are soaring? Eclipsed 36 trillion on Friday. I'll talk about it. The first 2 months of the fiscal year, you guys will not believe how much we added to the debt. Okay, it is absolutely a train wreck. It's just a tailspin to earth. It's just, this cannot continue. But We'll see what happens with the new administration taking hold in January. We'll see if they're going to be able to do what they said they're going to do with Doge. Department of Government Efficiency. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And on Thursday, so Wednesday, the Fed decision is 11 a.m. Pacific. And then Mr. Powell will have a news conference, which I'll watch, obviously. And it's during trading hours, so volatility will probably pick up around that. The market's doing fine, all-time highs. NASDAQ, especially triple Qs. Concentration of stocks, 10 stocks are pushing the whole triple Qs up. We'll talk all about that more in detail on Friday during Power Hour. Third quarter GDP data is coming out on Thursday, and as well as existing home sales data. I mean, I have a video coming out this week about home affordability. I've been talking about that since I started the channel. Home affordability index is in the toilet. Well, one of the reasons is, the Fed is cutting rates, but the bond market is increasing the rates. So bond market doesn't listen to anybody, including the Fed. Fed has control to a point, but not completely, to the point that it's one of the probably, I don't know, less than handful of times that I've noticed that the Fed easing is not translated into lower bond rates. Bond market's telling a different story. Bond market's nervous about inflation coming back, especially with the new administration. I mean, deficit spending continues, right? And if Trump says he does what he says, cuts taxes, increases tariffs, that could be really inflationary, people, and then that could add to the deficits. Look, it's not political. I'm just calling it the way I'm seeing it. And if inflation comes back and the Fed is cutting rates, that's fuel to the fire. You guys got to look at the bigger economic picture as well. And on Friday, we have PCE inflation data coming out, so it's an important week. So where do I get all this? You guys can go to Fred, F-R-E-D, Federal Reserve Economic Data, and get all the stuff that I'm getting. I mean, it's public information. It's nothing special. And let's see. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Microstrategy. Michael Saylor, Microstrategy. He's the man in town. Every weekend so far, last 5 weekends in a row, he's bought Bitcoin. Last 2 times has been through ATM offerings, at the market stock offerings, equity offerings. He keeps issuing shares and buying Bitcoin. It's the first purchase he did. He bought 15,000 more Bitcoin, so he's up to right at 440,000 Bitcoin with an average cost of 57,000. It was his first purchase above 100,000. 440,000. So I'm going to talk, I'm going to try to make sense of how I'm seeing this play. For the last 3 weeks, as you all know, if you follow my positions, it was great. I mean, I found myself an ATM machine, although today I'm looking at some of the premiums that I could collect on these because, well, fortunately or unfortunately, my MSTX, which is the 2x ETF of MSTR, MicroStrategy, got called away. I had sold 97 calls for a second time. The first time, they both expired worthless. So the play that I had put on, to just refresh all your memories, is that I had sold puts. I had sold the 80, 90, and 100 puts on MicroStrategy, meaning selling premium naked puts with the intent of buying MSTX. So MSTX is a 2x ETF of MSTR. There is another one called MSTU, which I'm going to get into a lot because I think I'm going to switch my premium selling to MSTU from MSTX, but I'll give you guys the reasons for it. Okay, so what happened? The 80 puts that I had sold naked expired worthless, collected a bunch of premium. 90 puts expired worthless. Why? Because MSTX ended up, these were weekly puts. They expired worthless because MSTX ended up above the strike price. The puts did. The stocks or the ETF's price was above the strike price, so expired worthless. On the hundreds, I got assigned 200 shares. So you guys can go back and look at the position screens on the community page. I got assigned 200 shares at $100. Okay, so that's $20,000. However, my true cost was not $100. Why? Because I had sold the puts and collected premium. So I had sold 2 of the 100s, 2 of the 90s, 2 of the 80s. In order to do that, you need equity in your account. You can't just go willy-nilly sell puts, naked puts, and the risks are immense. So you really have to know your Greeks. You really have to know what you're doing. Don't do this unless you're absolutely familiar with the Greeks, which I have tried to educate you all, but then I recommended some option books, well, one option book specifically. You guys have to know the Greeks before you can attempt it, even if you have the money. If you don't have the money, that's one thing, to do it, to sell naked puts or naked calls. But if you do have it, then please, 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 please be careful selling naked puts or naked calls. Do it only with the intent that you on the underlying. Most of the time it's not going to happen. Most of the time it's going to expire worthless and you're going to collect the premium. But do it with your first intent should be, am I willing to buy MSTX at 100, 90, and 80, less the premium you collected? So when 80s and 90s expire worthless, the hundreds were assigned to me because somebody bought those puts from me, while my cost on the premium I had taken in on those puts was $10.75 combined on the two. So let's take 100 minus 1075. My true cost was $89.25. And MSTX is just going all over the place because MSTR is moving all over the place, right? So immediately what I did after I got put that Monday, 2 weeks ago, go back again to the community page and look at the positions. What did I do? I sold the 100 calls. I took in $15 on the calls, right? Somebody paid me $15 for a single week, literally 15% premium to sell those calls. That position became a covered call strategy, right? Okay, so those expired worthless last week. All right, so take 15 out of 89.25. We're down to 74.25. Okay, stock is still at 100, so I have a $25 built-in profit. That's just with the premiums I'm collecting. Well, last Monday before I left, I sold 2 more calls, but this time I had sold a 97 calls for a total cost, or for an average cost of $10.25. Okay, so that lowered the 74.25 down to 64.25. So now I got taken away at 97. They were the 97 strike price calls. Well, let's see what happens. So my cost was 64.25. I got taken out at 97. That's $32 in 2 weeks. Between selling the puts and then selling the calls, I ended up grossing or earning or making profit of 32 points on $100 stock that didn't really move anywhere, right? If I had just gotten put and didn't do the call strategy, I wouldn't be there. So that's on 200 shares is $6,400, and it was like an ATM machine. So now I don't have it, right? Well, over the weekend, last Friday after the market closed, Microstrategy was put in the triple Qs, NASDAQ 100. Next probably is going to be S&P 500 next quarter, not imminently, but most likely it's going to happen. And the fact that Bitcoin is at 107,000, MicroStrategy is about 433. Now, a lot of people, you guys have to look at this bigger picture. When Bitcoin was 98,000, MicroStrategy hit 540. The same day hit 370. So that day I put a video out. Please go check that out. It explains everything that I'm seeing. There is something called MNAV, multiplier of net asset value. So as of this today, MicroStrategy holds 440,000 Bitcoin. Okay, 440,000 times 107,000 is right about $45 billion worth of Bitcoin they held in their treasuries, and their cost is 57,000 or 26 billion, 27 billion. Obviously, you have massive profit built in. That's not the issue. The issue is, how do we value MicroStrategy properly so I can value those 2x ETFs? First of all, MicroStrategy is a proxy for Bitcoin, right? But it's a volatile proxy for Bitcoin. There's many ways you can participate in this market. You can buy Bitcoin itself and put it in your cold wallet. You can buy it through ETFs like IBIT, which is the BlackRock ETF. You can buy it through BITX, which is the 2X ETF of IBIT. There's so many different ways, and I talked about this to infinity in the past. So without repeating, so MicroStrategy today has 241 million shares outstanding. You guys can get all this live data from Yahoo Finance. Go just to Yahoo Finance and put MicroStrategy, and then you click on statistics. You'll see the live share count. So 241 million shares times, let's say 430. Let's see what that is. 241 times 430. So we know where Bitcoin holdings are 45 billion, okay? And he's not doing this with leverage. He's not doing this on margin, so he doesn't have liquidation, issues, even if Bitcoin goes down. But if it is literally moving dollar for dollar with Bitcoin. And however, the company, there's an existing company called MicroStrategy. So 241 times 430 is 103 billion. Let's say 105 billion. Okay, so their Bitcoin holdings are 100 and the company MicroStrategy is worth 105 billion. Their Bitcoin holdings are worth 45 billion. Well, if you take 105 divided by 45, it's 2.333. So that's the MNAV. So when Bitcoin was 98, MicroStrategy got up to 540 with similar share count. We were at 3.5 MNAV. Okay, so you guys need to understand this. And M is multiplier, NAV is net asset value. The way I'm looking at Bitcoin is, okay, they hold 45 billion worth of Bitcoin in their treasury. The company is valued at 105, 2.3 times their Bitcoin holdings. Why? You guys can say, well, Sergio, company is worth $60 billion. No, not a goddamn chance. What the company does, a little bit of, cybersecurity software, some sort of software. It's not producing those types of earnings. It's not a Microsoft. It's not a Google. Company's not worth $60 billion. Okay. So the market automatically created this premium over their Bitcoin holdings. Well, is it justified? That's not for me to say. However, I figured out the numbers that at 3 plus, it's not going to fly, right? At 1.7 to 2, it definitely is a buy, right? So there's that room in between. Well, the fact that Bitcoin is at 107 and so Bitcoin at 107 and they got put in the NASDAQ 100. So all the ETFs have to buy MicroStrategy to now, because MicroStrategy is part of NASDAQ 100. By the way, they put also Palantir in there, and they put one more company, and they took out 3 other companies. So this shuffling happens at the end of every quarter. And so more importantly for me, not that MicroStrategy is in the NASDAQ 100, the triple Qs, which where all the big names are, right? The Mag 7 is, NVIDIA's, Apple's, Google's, and Microsoft's, and all that, and Facebook's. For me now, Bitcoin is in the NASDAQ 100. Which is amazing. I mean, I'm not saying it's positive or negative, but it's amazing that finally Bitcoin as a treasury asset is in the NASDAQ 100. It's amazing. So obviously there's a little bit of a pump happening because of that, but I value MicroStrategy as a Bitcoin surrogate or a Bitcoin proxy with a premium. Should it have that kind of premium? Not for me to say. Market will decide, and I'll just figure out what's handed to me, and then I'll trade accordingly. But my trading is not on MicroStrategy. My trading is concentrated fully now on the ETFs of MicroStrategy, which is MSTX and MSTU. So MSTX and MSTU both move 2x of what MicroStrategy moves. So if MicroStrategy moves 10% in one day, MSTX and MSTU, up or down, right, are going to move 20%. That's the ETF that they created, and they became super popular. And they have options on it. So now it's a premium seller's dream, right? Well, today, one of those two, which I'll show when I get to my charts, my list is long, by the way, the watch list this week. And there is a video out there put out that if Bitcoin is at 200,000 with the same MNAV at 2x, not 2.3x, 2x, MicroStrategy stock should be $800 a share. Okay. It should be actually, it'll be more because they bought more Bitcoin since I did those calculations, but it's an easy calculation to do. So for you to figure out where MicroStrategy should be, and for the ETFs, for you to trade the ETFs, the underlying ETFs, you just need to pay attention to MicroStrategy price. It is really truly moving in point for point to a certain degree. So if MicroStrategy goes down 10%, those MSTX and MSTU are going to go down 20%. Okay, so there's the downside as well. But since MicroStrategy is a true Bitcoin surrogate or proxy, just got to watch the Bitcoin price. MicroStrategy is moving off of that at a 2x level. Right now we're at 2.3. I think it's a little juicy, but at 2x, you can figure out how to trade MSTU and MSTX. And so today they had a split on MSTU. Now I'm going to explain when I go to the charts and when I go to my position screen why I'm switching from MSTX to MSTU. The other thing that happened is my ATM machine got busted. Either, Wall Street is smart. They get caught up to it. When I first did the option premium selling strategy on naked puts, they were at 260 implied volatility. Okay, so I'm going like, okay, that's almost free money. Send it my way, which I did for a couple of weeks before I got assigned the shares. I mean, it's been wonderful, actually. Because look, my account right now is about 85% cash. Well, not at MSTX went, well, at 90% cash. So my sitting cash is earning money by doing these, selling premium strategies, right? I mean, I'm just going to keep milking it. But what happened is that I noticed 2 weeks ago when I sold the puts, 3 weeks ago when I sold the puts, they were at 260 IV. A week later, they were down to 220 IV. And today, when I checked them to redo the thing, go back to the wall again, we're down to 170 IV, right? So IV meaning not this IV, implied volatility, which is really, really important for you to understand. So when implied volatility is shrinking, what's shrinking? The option price or the premium is shrinking, right? So to me now, the risk reward is a little higher. While the risk is higher because IV is lower because I'm not taking as much premium, but still at 160, 170, it's very doable. On the ETFs of MSTR, on MicroStrategy, implied volatility is still a little higher than the ETFs. But another thing is, MicroStrategy is a $430 stock. To sell puts or calls on MicroStrategy is really, really expensive because the way brokerages, calculate this, your SMA or special miscellaneous account is, it's usually like at Schwab or Thinkorswim or, I don't know, Robinhood or Ameritrade or wherever you have your account. It usually is 10% of the underlying plus or minus in or out of the money value plus the premium. And that's expensive. So the figure, one option is 100 shares. That's 400. That's 40,000. 10% is going to be, 20% of the value of the underlying. So 20% of that is 8,000 plus the premium. We're talking $11,000-$12,000 just to sell one call or one put naked, right? So now the reason I did it on the MSTX was it's $100, right? $100, stock. So the equity that the brokerage is going to hold on your account is going to be much less. Well, now we had a split on MSTU. Why did we have a split? Well, because we had, by the way, these ETFs have also reverse ETFs, meaning MSTU is bullish, right? It goes up and down with MSTR, 2x the percentage. But then they also have, just like they have on NVIDIA, just like they have on Tesla, just like they have on all the other ones, they have negative ETFs, okay? And the symbol on that is MSTZ. Well, since MicroStrategy has been going up, MSTZ came out at like 20 and it was down to $1. Okay, it's literally $1. And I showed the charts for you guys, and I'll show it to you guys again today. And so you don't want, by the way, these ETFs that I'm talking about is not to be bought and hold, okay? The reason for that is if you look at MSTZ, it's done nothing but go down. Although MicroStrategy did have a little, swings down when Bitcoin sold off a little bit, it doesn't matter. They're going to, because the reason these ETFs go down, the negative ones, especially if the stock is going up month after month after month, week after week, is because they're dealing with swaps and they're dealing with options. And what's happening? Those options are expiring and they're paying those super high premiums to, create that 2x return. These are not to be bought and hold. These are basically day trading tools that give you the 2x return of MicroStrategy. Now, you say, well, Serge, you bought and hold it. Not necessarily. I was just selling naked puts. And if I got put, I had a strategy to continue the game, right? And now MSTZ, which is the negative of MSTU, had a 10-for-1 reverse split. Reverse meaning if you're holding 100 shares, now you're going to hold 10 shares, but the price went up to 15. So don't get confused. It didn't go from 1 to 15. What it did was it had a 10-for-1 reverse split. Well, when they reverse split that one, they had to regular split the MSTU. So if you had 100 shares of MSTU, today you will have 1,000 shares, but the price got cut from 150 to 15. So splits don't do anything to any stock, okay? What it does is it changes your share count in your account, okay? But the price will get adjusted accordingly. So that's why it blows my mind when, stocks are splitting, they just go up. Like NVIDIA announces a split and they go up. I'm like, what does split have anything to do with it? It's not changing anything in the company's life or earnings or nothing. It's just the share count is changing. So if you had 100 shares of MSTU, today you will have 1,000 shares. If you had 100 shares at $150, that's $15,000. Okay. As of tomorrow, when you look at your account, you're going to have 1,000 shares of MSTU. Okay. But the price is going to change from 150 to 15. So dollar-wise, you're having the same thing. So when stocks split and people go, oh, this stock is splitting, it's going to go up. Usually that's the top. That happened with Tesla. That happened with MSTR. That happened with SMCI. When they announce a split, they get a little bump for some reason. We never had that in the old days. In the new days, with the zero DTE jockeys, they think something is going to change, and that usually puts in a top. So to me, now I'm going to switch my same strategy because the percentages are there, and with lower implied volatility, I want to make sure that I am doing the right ETF, right? Because to me, the important thing is how much money I can take in by selling premium. And I'm going to continue selling premium, and I'll share with you guys what I'm doing. What else? So let's answer a few questions. If there is any questions, if you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat. I'll do it at the end. I'll go to my screen because my watch list is pretty extensive. I added actually I'm long. I just bought a couple thousand shares of a stock that's up 190%. Not my style, but hey, Techie B, hello. Craig, Mojo, hello. Edward, welcome back. Thank you, sir. Cheeky Chops is spamming, but in a good way. Search Club with Sergio, that's right. Zuckerberg Boost Club. I like that name actually. Maybe I'm looking for names for the members only club or live. Boost Club. I like Boost Club. Okay. Mojotronic says, can you explain? I just did. I bought half a share at 250 and now it's 18. Yeah, clearly you need to study. Okay, so if you bought a half a share and you had a 10-for-1 split, now you have 5 shares. Okay. So don't look at the 250. 250 is meaningless. What's the ETF's price? It's about 17. Okay, so now you're going to have 5 shares at 17. So if you bought, that will all get adjusted, the P&L. So if you bought half a share at, okay, so Mojotronics, let's look at it this way. Let's look at your numbers. Half a share at 250. What's half a share at 250? $125. That's your cost basis, correct? So now it's 18. Okay, now you have 5 shares because half a share times 10 is 5 shares, and it's going to be priced at 18. What is that? That's $90. So you're still about $35 loss. Okay, shows a $10 profit. No, it will not. By tomorrow, that will all get adjusted. There you go. Well, also that MSTU, even with the split price, is up a couple of points, right? So $5, 5 shares times a couple of points is like an extra $10. So that's why, it's showing the $10 profit after the split. But now they will, if you're with Thinkorswim or whatever brokerages, they will go adjust that pricing. They will go adjust the cost basis. And let's see. Okay, yeah. Started October with 3K. Okay. Started October with October. Okay, 3K goal was to trade to 10K with trading at Roth Robinson. Holy shit. Are you serious? You took 3K to 10K? I should give you my money. What am I doing fooling my shit? Are you serious? Well, we got to celebrate that. We'll have to have a drink. He's a member. There you go. Why? Why you become a member? Right there. Please put your shirt on, Techie B, and we will celebrate your. I don't know what to say. My hat's off to you. So, I am proud. I'm like a proud papa now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's it right there. That's what we're here for. Amazing. Look, Techie B, don't get greedy now. That does not take place. You're not going to double your money every 3 months. You had some good calls, obviously, but I don't think you could have achieved 3 to 10K before I started this channel. And I'm not trying to do this for myself. I hate that. But education, information is key. And the correct education, correct information is the most important thing. And I think you're getting that. Still stashing away. There you go. Stash it away. If you get to 3 to 10, take 3 out, 4 out, 5 out. Put it away, but leave 5 in. Don't be greedy. Try to double that again, or try to get another 50% on that. Then take that out. Just keep your equity level. Don't just, throw the whole thing into the fire, because that's how accounts get blown. That's amazing, bro. We need to celebrate that on Wednesday. So do show up to the members only live. That's amazing. What is that? That's 300% in 3 months? Wow. Holy shit. I'm impressed. I need to follow you. Instead of you following me, I need to follow you. Wow. That's awesome. I'm so happy. All right. So let's go to my position screen, and then we'll go to what's happening. What's happening? No way. I did not do that. Gosh. Okay. So I have bought like 100 shares of something in my little Robinhood account, but I bought more on the actual account. You guys will see it now. So what should we do first? We should do the positions first, right? Right. Okay. All right. Here's my usual screen. Hope you guys can see this. Okay. So let's go to my position screen. And don't freeze on me now. Come on, bro. Why you do this to me? Really? Did it freeze? Did it really? No, it didn't. Did it freeze? Yeah, it did. Son of a bitch. Okay, well. No, we're back. I think we are back. Yes, we're back. Come on, Serge. This has got to be a better way of doing this. Okay, it's freezing. Screw that. You guys can see me, right? Put a thumbs up if you guys can see me, please. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's try it again. Okay. 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 I think we're back. Oh my God, 463. Holy shit. Okay, well, let's go to the position screen because I'm about to sell something. Okay, so what did I add? Okay. Come on, man. Oh, fuck. Excuse my language. Seriously. You guys know I had UMAC. I sold all that, made like 3 points on it. Hopefully you guys made the same. Okay, now we're back to normal, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I gotta take that profit on that thing. All right, so let's just jump to the bottom. We'll go to the top first. I bought a couple thousand shares of SIDU. It will be in my new list. It's called Sidus Space Inc. I bought 1,000 shares at 340, 1,000 at 325. We're at 476. We're up 3 grand on a day trade. Let's sell 1,000 shares of that now for 81. Let's take the profits. Let's take 3 grand for the day. We take it. And unless Think or Swim is frozen again, why is this happening, man? I think my computer is conking out. Seriously, it's just overloaded. Okay, what's happening? Froze again? Trash. Okay. Oh, this is how slow we're gonna do this today? Wow. What the hell? Yeah, Think or Swim. Thanks a lot, Think or Swim. There's a reason I hated it. Really, bro? This is how we're gonna do this today? Wow. Well, if I can get out, how am I supposed to get out of this thing? Unbelievable. Well, I'm live. I don't know what's going on, honestly. I'm disgusted at the moment. What is happening, man? Think or Swim. What is going on? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can't get out. Where's our backup? No backup either. Schwab, Think or Swim. I hate this. I hate this trash. All right. Well, we can't log out either. I don't know what's going on now. Well, I'm frozen. Screw this. Okay, let's try it again. Let's boot it off. Remove. Can you guys see me? Can you put a thumbs up in the chat? We want to take 3,000 profit. We can't even take a 3,000 profit because the shit's frozen. Oh my lord. And the internet is conking. I don't know what's going on. Breakout, man. Breakout. I should have bought it at like 220 this morning. I was looking at my scanner this morning. There are like 5 that popped up. Well, 4 out of the 5 I put it on my watch list, which I'm going to share with you guys. If Think or Swim is working, it ain't working. So I don't know. Performance problem was detected. The program appears to be performing slowly. No, I don't want to send anything. I want to trade. Trash. I hate this. I hate Think or Swim. Oh, now we're back. Okay, thank God. Let's go to our monitor. Okay, price didn't change that much. 476. Okay, let's sell 1,000 shares of that trash, whatever it is. That's up like 400% now. Should we sell 1,000 or should we see? Yeah, let's sell 1,000 shares. We're buying, we're not selling. I'm a little flustered at the moment, peoples, because of this situation. Let's sell 1,000 shares. Let's sell it at 470. Now it's going to tank it on me, of course. 470 is good. Confirm and send. Let's go. Think or swim. Let's go. 466. Of course, they're going to make it 470 is my offer. Yep, we just did it. We just sold 1,000 shares. The rest, we sell another 1,000 shares any second now. 475. Let's take that $3,000 profit. Yeah, we don't. We'll buy it back. We'll day trade that again. You know, if it pays to, you know, watch that scanner and go with the program. And is it freeze again? Okay, I hate you, Thinkorswim. I hate you with my passion today. Let's sell another 1,000 shares. We're at 460. Let's take that money. We sold at 1,000 at 470. Let's sell another 1,000 at 460. When you're selling these volatile stocks, people, and buying it, please use limits. Done. Okay, we took our money. That was nice. $3,000. Nice surprise. And here's the trade. Should have bought 5,000 shares. Should have, would have, could have. So I sold all my. Okay, well, let's get back to the program. Where will I buy this back? Like if it pulls back to 410 within the next 15 minutes, I'll buy it back. Okay, so I still own 13,500 shares of HOWL, HOWL, 168, 171. I'm going to sell the January calls when these Decembers expire on Friday. I have 2 expiring options, lottery tickets. They would have been lottery tickets, 10 cents each, no problem. Today, though, I started buying options on, actually, I have orders to buy, like 20 options. The symbol is ROOT, Root Insurance. They do, they use AI actually to, companies doing amazingly well. They use AI to lower insurance premiums, and they're grabbing market share. It's a small insurance company, but I will show you the guys the stock. So I'm buying the January $100. And it's a super volatile stock. You guys are going to say, Serge, stock is 75. Why are you buying 100? When you guys see the chart, you'll understand. It is right on support on 50 EMA. I started, putting my feet in there. I bought 5 at 245, 5 at 235. I have 5 at 225 and 5 at 215. I want to buy probably, these are January 75 calls, regular expiration. As you guys can see, MSTX position is gone. Again, go back to the YouTube channels, community page. You guys will have that. MSTX is 119, so MSTR must be flying. I just sold my SIDU. I had buy orders in there. Let's cancel those before they get filled because we don't want to get filled now. See, I bought 1,000 shares at 340. I bought 1,000 at 325. And this is how I scale into these parabolic numbers or scanner stocks. Pull back on WeWab. I had 1,000 at 310 that didn't get filled, but two of the 5,000 got filled. So I had orders in for 5,000 shares. So let's cancel that one. I had an order at 295 and I had an order at 280. So I was buying at every 15 cents down. After it broke out of 3, went to 390. On the pullback, I was buying. Now we're at 450. It got as high as 493. Awesome. Great little, gift. UMAC. If any of you bought it, I sold it this morning between 1270 and 1330. Then pulled back to 12. Now we're back to 1330. UMAC is Unusual Machines. They do these drones, and the drones that are flying in Jersey and supposedly looking for nuclear warheads. Did you guys hear about this shit, by the way? I don't know what's going on in this place, in this world. Anyway, so it's back to 1330. If you did follow me, bought it in the 910 range. I had 4,000 shares, so I sold all of it this morning. I mean, I'm great little profit, obviously. So I took that. And so that's the positions. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Look, man, one loser everybody keeps asking me about. How I really don't care, honestly. I mean, I'm going to sell calls again. So my cost is lowered 20 cents last month, 10 cents this month. I'm going to sell the January's at 15, 20 cents. The 2.5 calls, covered calls, I'm going to lower it again. I'm not going to buy more, but I'm gonna keep the position. Positions in there. I mean, I can sell it and take the loss, for a tax write-off. But well, I'm not stubborn on it. I like the company. I mean, what am I supposed to say? So yeah, that's it. And now, without freezing, oh my God, really? What is happening today? You're trash, Thinkorswim. It's never happened to me. Look at this is that's SIDU. Okay, so I ran the scanner, and SIDU was the top one. This company has 8 million shares. It has traded 200 million shares today, people. You guys figured that out yet? What's happening there? That's called the HFT algos. And look, this stock has had runs like this before. It's gone from like 2 to like 20. This is a classic short squeeze. So I will definitely trade this now. And they had some good news. Actually, they're sending satellite with SpaceX ready to go in December, towards the end of December. So it's not like just hype. And all these stocks, right? Satellite stocks and stuff like that, they're doing well as a group. So the stock did have runs like this before. Again, I am pretty sure they will float some shares to raise some capital. There's actually the float is only 3.8 million shares. It has traded 200 million shares today. Figure that out. So HFT algos are having a wonderful day, and the shorts keep shorting and getting squeezed. This could go on for a while, so I will definitely be watching this very intently, very closely, and I will trade with size on this because the liquidity is there for me to get out. And this is the 2-minute chart on it. That's how I bought it. So you asked me, Edward, why I bought it. So this is where I bought it. So it had a big volume breakout of this flag on a daily. I'm not a day trader. Then it pulled back the VWAP, which happens to be the 20 EMA. I bought it right here, 340, 330, then went sideways, and it took off, and the next batch of volume came in. So this thing is on its way. I will trade this back and forth down to 460, got out to 490. I sold at 470 and 460. So give me a pullback to like 410 range, middle Bollinger Band. I'm all over it for a run. They will run this. That's one, but let's not get stuck with one little cheapy stock. Again, let's not get too high with victories, not to get low with losses. You guys saw the position screen. I'm going to put that up on the community page today. All right, so let's go. Let's start as usual with the SPY. I mean, new freaking high. I think number 58. No, not the new high yet. I take it back. Triple Q is a new high. SPY is 607.66. Above the 20, above the 50. This is the 2-minute chart. What am I doing? Let's look at the dailies on these. Okay, here's the daily chart of the SPY. It's in a channel. It's in an uptrend. Whoever's bearish, you need to go get your brain checked. Archer Aviation. Okay, I'm gonna go through the whole list today, so because I didn't do it last Friday. Archer Aviation, they did issue a secondary. I really honestly didn't trust it when they pulled it back from 10 to 6. I'm like, shit, I should get in. No, didn't get in. I wouldn't get in. I mean, but then all these. So the other one that's doing the secondary now, Joby, Joby. Look, man, these all broke out with high volume, massive institutional sponsorship. They issued like $300 million worth of stock. The stock is not going down. What does that say? Joby and ACHR. So Affirm is a buy now, pay later kind of a situation. Beautiful sideways action. 20 EMA caught up, new high today. If you have it and followed me, please don't sell it. Leave it alone. This is super irritating to me. Go back to Power Hours or Trading with Sergio a few weeks ago and a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever, and see it. I mentioned it. It just won't let me get in. Although now I'm becoming like paralysis through analysis type of thing, which I'm usually not. This gave me the buy at 20 EMA when the earnings came out and pulled back, hit 45, pulled back to 35, literally the same day, and now it's retesting the high. AI long-term buy on pullbacks, no question about it. Amazon new high. I mean, look, man, what is there to say to these Mag 7s? And nothing but wonderfulness. And Nancy Pelosi is very rich. Avago, you guys remember me? I'm just like, again, just go back, watch the Power Hour. This happened to be earnings came out, blowout. What did stocks do? What patterns do I like? Go sideways, sideways, sideways in a trading range, and then catalyst. Now, yeah, up 50 or 40, whatever points it was on Friday, up another, I don't know, 23 points today. Buy on pullbacks. That's it. Trend is in, right? It's been in. AMD is doing the, lower lows, lower highs. Looks like shit compared to Avago. So in the same group, right? But look at one underperformer and look at an outperformer. See what I'm trying to say to you guys? Trying to teach you guys? Don't fall in love with stocks. BE is another one. This one started going sideways. 20 EMA caught up. Just keep going sideways a little bit more. I am all over BE if it's gonna, I'm giving you the whole shebang stocks, by the way. BITX, 2X ETF of IBIT, which is this. New high on Bitcoin. This IBIT is the BlackRock ETF, follows Bitcoin penny for penny, and BITX is 2X of IBIT. Trend is your friend. Trend is there. Although MACD is probably going to put in a bearish divergence, but meaningless, honestly. Kava. I'm dying to buy this thing. I sold my long-term holdings on this. I will start selling naked puts on this because I do want to buy this back. And if I don't buy it back, it's fine. I'll just collect the premium. So I'm going to start selling 120 or maybe 110 puts, naked puts on this because my intent is to buy it. Last earnings report was the top of the stock, short term anyway. I'll just wait until the 200-day comes up to it, and then we'll take the next leg up. Love the company, love the food. We'll sell naked puts on this with the intent of owning it back in my investment account, not trading account. That's one way to acquire shares at a cheaper price, people. Let's see. Obviously, I'm not going to go into all of the group, but DJT has been moving up. A couple of people asked me about DJT. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan. Not because of Donald Trump, just the stock itself. I have a full position on ELF. What did I buy? Oh, I bought 5 more roots. Thank God. Okay. ELF, you're struggling right at the 200. If we take out the 200, I have a full position already in it in the 122 range, so I'm happy with it. Google up another 9 today since they announced their quantum computing chip. Now, I'm going to, as soon as they announce that, what does Serge do? Serge goes and looks at all the quantum computing stocks, small, big, large, whatever, right? Okay, so that's the next hype now. AI was that one. They're just taking money out of NVIDIA, I can tell, and they're putting it in all those little medium stocks. So here's a few quantum computing stocks. ARQQ is one. It's called Arkit Quantum. See, this is what you guys need to do. Once a group gets warm or hot, now this is hot, right? Since then, all these stocks have turned. Now, are they all going to do what Affirm did or Upstart did or forever uptrend or whatever? I'm not saying that. But for trading tools, check your scanners every day, right? And then these will be in there without a question, and then just follow it, right? Now, had a massive move from about 6 to 35, almost 32. Pull back. These are volatile. From 32, it pulled back literally to like 18. Back to 32. Now it's just kind of going sideways. ARQQ is one I added to my watch list. Let's look at the 3-year. Now, you guys see what's happening where the stock was? Stock was $600 a share. You guys see this dead man's EKG situation? Again, I'm not saying this is going to go back to 600 or 200 or 100. But they are trading tools and they're volatile and you can make some money. And even if you do get stuck, it will save your butt. One that I'm definitely going to buy in my diversified long-term portfolios, ASTS, American AST Space Mobile, another one in the space business. Look, you got to put the tea leaves together. Why? Elon Musk, right? SpaceX, surrogates, companies. This thing went from like 3 to 40. After that, sideways. What this looks exactly like LUNR and all these patterns that I really love, right? So now it just keeps going sideways. On the breakout at 30, next leg is going to come. We're going to look at a $60 number. Don't say I didn't say so. Let's go into what else I added to my watch list. Robinhood is doing well, obviously, just because of Bitcoin. It's been there anyway, but I didn't like add it. I mean, new high on Robinhood today. All right, so another one, ION, IONQ is the symbol. Another quantum computing stock. Do you guys see what's happening here? Do you see the patterns here? The stock started moving at like 10, breakout after a long forever sideways. Above is 200, above is, and now it's going like kind of parabolic-ish, but not the point. The point is these are the types of stocks you just buy the dip stocks. Okay. IREN, another one I added. You guys are going to say, well, Serge, you're adding all these. How are you coming up with these? I'm just coming up with it because my system is telling me take a look at these. And I'm like, okay, the ones I like, it's telling me like 100 of them. I'm putting in like 10. I added another one today, small one, LAES. Now, these are all making me nervous. Why? Because if all the cheap stocks start making some, means speculation is frothy and we're probably pretty close to a top because the last pieces of the puzzle that move in a bull market is trash. I don't know what these people do, right? I mean, I did look at on all of them that before I added anything to my watch list, by the way, I go to Yahoo Finance and look at outstanding shares, short position, cash position, earnings. I look at all that. If I look at 50, I'll probably put like 5 on my watch list. This thing was 4 days ago was a 50-cent number. We're at 317. This is also in the space business. I mean, sorry, this is in the software for quantum computers. So above is 200, above is like I will trade this, but I need pullbacks. I can't buy something that's gone from 50 cents to $3, although it may get up to like, this had gone up to like 4 before, and then look what happened after that, right? So buyer beware on these. But today, this is the first time it's going above us 200 EMA. Not today, but it did a few days ago. So now we need to build like a little bit of a sideways shelf here, maybe a little bit of a handle, and we're gonna go. Lunar, one of my favorites. They're doing a secondary, even on the secondary stock is like kind of hanging in there. Right on its 50-day. I'm a buyer of Lunar about under 12, 12.50. Today it got down as low as 10.70. No, today it got down as low as 11. I'll buy the shares on this one, not the options. Now let's get to the big kahunas. MSTR, 430,000 Bitcoin. Nice little chart pattern. You can't look at MSTR chart really because it's moving penny for penny with Bitcoin. So here's MSTX, which somebody took it away from me at 97. It's at 114. You guys are going to say, well, Serge, if you had held on, you would have made more money. No, I made plenty. I'm very happy with what I did. So now this is MSTU after the 10-for-1 split. Okay, and this is MSTZ, which is the inverse negative of MSTR. So you see the price? I mean, these are all to be traded day, maybe two the most, or when things are trending. Do not buy and hold these. You will die with it. So MSTU. So now let's look at MSTU options. Let's see if we can make sense out of this for you people. So here's MSTU. Okay. Now it's on Friday it was $150 number. Now it's now it's a $17 number because of 10-for-1 split. So I'm not even going to go January. I'm going to go weekly. The reason I did MSTX. Well, let's look at MSTX first. MSTX. So I'm going to start the process again. Sell puts first. So December 20th, which is expiring this Friday. Stock is 114. So let's look at 100 puts. Okay. Just like last time, hundreds, 90s, 80s. I'll sell the puts, collect the premium if the stock is above it. Okay, so the 80s are 60 cents. Not worth it, my risk, because I have to put up close to 7,000 SMA to do that position for $600. Well, for $60, one single option. Not worth it. 90s are $1.10, $1.80. Ridiculous spread. Let's say I take in 100. So I'm going to put up 8,000 to make $150. Not worth it. Not worth it. Let's look at the hundreds. Hundreds are 250 and 3. Okay, so that's better. I'm going to put up 8,000 to make 300. Again, you guys see the implied volatility here, the column? We're down to 180, people. So if I do the 100 puts and stock is where? 114. Let's do the 130 calls. Both sides, strangle. Both sides most likely. 130. Let's go 140. 100, 140 combo. There's 3. So if I sold the 140 calls naked and 100 puts naked, and stock is almost halfway, is about 115. I will take in $6, $6.50, 6-ish. That's $600 for each 8,000 I'm putting up. I'm gonna take in 600. What is that? It's less than 10%. See, when I first did it, it was like 16, 17%. That's because of IV. Yeah. Okay, so MSTX, no, we're going to trade MSTU now because they introduced weekly options on MSTU. All right, so this Friday expiration, MSTU is 1787. And to do these options, it's going to be a lot cheaper now, much cheaper, because it's a $15 stock. But then I have to do more. Instead of doing one option, I have to do 10. 20% minus the out of the money plus the premium. That's the equity you need to do naked. So the $15 puts, which with the intent of buying at the 15, are 30 cents. Okay. Okay, with the 191 IV, which is a little bit better than MSTX. Let's look at the 16. 16s are 60 cents. Yeah, they're about the same thing, man. I gotta still spend. You know what? Let me see what it shows, because it will show me what it will require. If I do 5 of them at 60 cents, I'm gonna put it at like 90 cents so I don't get executed. Let's see what it shows, what the requirement is to sell five of the 16 puts expiring this Friday. Yep. Buying power. It's going to take 7,500 buying power to do 5. 5 is 300. Well, 5 is 500 at $1. Yeah, same thing. 7,500 SMA is required, meaning equity is required to take in $500. That's not even 10%. That's 8%. Yeah. I don't like it. Let's look at 17.5. So if we're really ballsy, or 17s are $1. Yeah, not enough premium, man. They melted that IV. They caught up. Yeah, but there's Friday expiration. Am I willing to buy MSTU at 17.5 minus the premium, which is $1.25 to $1.30? If Bitcoin pulls back to 100K, where will MSTR be? And consequently, where will MSTU be? MSTU will be 15 because MSTR will be 400. Okay, we'll hold off on that idea. Brilliant idea of mine. Although, if I had sold the 16 puts, no, 17 puts, 1783 and 20 calls, or 20, let's see where the calls are. 20 calls are 80 cents. Not enough money, man. Not enough money. Although it's for 4 days. I'll figure this out. No rush. No rush. Let's go back to the list. There was one that did parabolic and it died. It's called Lightbridge. See? Got up to 14. We're down to 4, right on the 200 EMA. I may give this a crack, actually. What's the risk here? It moved from 4. Volume is dead. Only thing is MACD is like under 0. This will have a pop probably to like 6, maybe 30%. Yeah, I definitely may give this a crack. In fact, I did trade this before, as you guys saw the thing. 481 up a nickel today. Yeah, let's buy 1,000 shares of this. Oh, it has options on top of that. Interesting. Let's see what the Januaries are. January 17. Stock is 480. Options are, this could be like nice covered calls strategy here. Let me see. Stock is 480. $5 calls are 35 cents. We're not interested in that, but they're expiring this Friday. Yeah, I think I'm just going to buy the shares. Let's buy 1,000 shares. What are we going to put in here? We're going to put in 3,000 shares, 4,000 shares. What's the low today of this puppy? Low is 452. Okay, let's buy 1,000 shares at 478. Let's not pay the offer. 476. And let's buy another 1,000 and what's the low today? 452. Okay. 460. 476 and 460 orders are in. See, if I hadn't looked at that list, I wouldn't have bought that, or I wouldn't have put the orders in. I like it. It's just a low risk trade, really, here. I mean, right on the 200 EMA, should get a bounce here. Probably make a bounce to like 570 to 650. Yeah, worst is going to go sideways. If it does take out 200 EMA at 34, 35, or 33, I'm out of there. Then it's going to go retest the low. Okay, that's a good risk reward trade. So orders are in. I am paying the offer though. Okay, Mara is another one. Microsoft making new high. Yeah, I will have to create a new strategy with my 2x ETF. Micron up 7 today. Really? Why? Any news on that? Hold on a second now. This looks like a Vago, man. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Got rejected at like 115 3 times. Found support at 95 3 times. MACD is just about to go over 0. Okay, Micron definitely back on the prowl on Micron. Nvidia breaking down, acting like shit actually since the earnings. I mean, NVIDIA has taken out some important lows here. If you do own it, I would sell cover calls on it if you're going to hold on to it. There's some support. I mean, it's under its, triple Qs are making new highs, and NVIDIA is, taking out some lows. There's triple Q versus NVIDIA. Again, when was the last time that happened? NVIDIA underperforming the triple Qs. MACD's going under zero. There's a little bit of a head and shoulders kind of a thing here with the neckline breaking today. Yeah. See, this is what happens. You just got to figure this out. Where would I wouldn't buy NVIDIA. There's so many better looking charts. PLL. I have a starter position on PLL, as you all know, on my investment account. Really getting close to getting stopped out of this. My cost is about 12 and change. It's 1070. I think we're at 1220. If it takes out this low right here, I'm out of there. It didn't work. You gotta take those losses because I don't want to watch it go down to 5. We're not there yet, but you guys will know. Check I will absolutely will let you guys know if you did follow me on this. Because I do not post those positions on the community page. Yeah, if we take out like 955, I'm out of there on a closing basis anyway. Let's see what else. OKLO. I haven't looked at these nuclear stocks for a while. Not nuclear. Oh, that's interesting. I bet you they did a secondary. I mean, nothing nasty, but yeah, no. There are better ones out there. So you guys are getting the quantum play, right? Okay. What else? Qubit, quantum computing, see all these quantum computing stocks. Now look at this, right? Look at these. This is what I'm just trying to say. When you guys find one on a scanner, run a separate scanner to give you all the quantum computing related stocks. And that's when you will find these $2 to $12 numbers. I mean, today this thing is up new highs at 1228. So I'm like, yeah. I traded this one actually on my Schwab while I was gone. Rigetti Computing. There is another one. I traded it actually literally this day right here. I made like 0.80, I think. And now it's a new high at 915. These are all $1, $2 numbers doing this, okay? So trade at your own risk. Please be careful with these little numbers. They have a tendency of going parabolic and they have a tendency of crashing. Rivian, beautiful looking chart. If you're interested in EVs other than Tesla, but why would anybody be interested in anything other than Tesla? This is the insurance company stock. When I was buying, I bought 15 options so far. It's called Root Inc. ROOT is the symbol. This is this is how volatile this thing is. Stock was 42. Earnings came out the next day. Stock at 120. The same day closed at 68. It retested 111, 112. Now we're down to right on top of the 50 EMA, and that's why I'm buying options. So there's support right here between 72 and 78. I'm buying the 100 calls. If you're gonna do it, this is the place to do it. Patience pays, whatever. Serve Robotics, the bug-eyed robot company. Nice chart. Sideways, breakout, pull back to 20 EMA, back to new highs. You gotta respect this. SIDU. It's called Sidus Space. It's not pulling back. You know what that means, guys. Maybe I took my money, but oh, it did pull back. Oh my god, I should have been there. It pulled back to 420 after I sold 470, 460. You guys gonna say, "Oh, you got lucky. You sold it at the high." I'm like, no. You know how you sell these things, right? When the volume picks up and literally all the algos are buying right here, that's when you got to sell it. Now volume is kind of going quiet. It's going to build one more of these little sideways actions. VWAP is going to catch up, and I will buy it again for the next leg up, probably to 5. This thing has a tendency of running. Let me just look at the 10-minute chart. Oh, Lord. VWAP on 10 minutes is 385. It's nowhere near it. Ooh. And this is the 60-minute chart. Okay, let's look at the daily, and we'll just set the parameters. It's now nowhere near as 200 EMA. The last time it had a run, it did literally ran from the same day, ran from 4 to 10. Now we got down to buck. We're at 469, up like 400% today. And traded over 210 million shares with 3 million shares out. Yeah, HFTs are having a great day on this one. They're just regulating the stock. We'll see. Hey, Mojotronics, remember your sound hound? Look at that thing. Yeah. Just gotta buy it and hold it sometimes, Mojotronics. No way. Tesla's up another 21 today. Shorts are getting killed. You know who's short, the number one short on this, right? Bill Gates. I mean, it's getting out of hand now. I have like a great segment coming up on Friday. How much Elon Musk has gained since Trump got elected. Uber and Lyft are acting like absolute dog shit. Don't get near it. Although at 55, I may give it a shot to Uber. It's got 5 points to go. Stock is down like 30% from the high. 87 was the high. We're at 60. 55, I think I'll give it a crack. UMAC. If you guys followed me on this, you should make some money. This thing came right to the 20 EMA as it should, right? And turned up Friday, up today. Volume is picking up. MACD is turning back up. My target is like 15, 16, but I had 4,000 shares. They will do a secondary. They have no cash. So be really careful buying it here. I can see this maybe 15, 16 tops and then roll over, retest again. But we made money. Another one I added to my list today. It's called Wise Key International. Look at that thing. Look at that parabolic. 2 to 14. On the scanner on Thursday, on the scanner on Friday. So run the scans. It's free. No harm. And that's about it. I'm going to go answer some questions and then say goodbye in 8 minutes. And hopefully I didn't get cut off. Or did I? Did I? I froze. No shared screen. I did share it. What do you mean? Oh, you guys didn't see any of that? Okay, well, it's all a mess today. What's my view on... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, SIDU, what chart intraday are you talking about? Day or swing trading? There's both. All of the above. The internet is garbage. Everything is garbage today. Think or swim is garbage. I don't know what's going on. It's welcoming me. Tasty trade, not Tasty trade. This one. Tasty trade. Yeah. No, I don't have a view of it. Okay, here comes the members. Why no share screen? I didn't share my screen? I did share my screen. It's all messed up today. Sorry. We'll make it up on Wednesday, celebrating your win, TKB. Yep, all those. Share screen, please. Fuck, I didn't share screen. I'm an idiot, bro. Now share the screen. Let's see. Okay, well, sorry. Just look at those symbols. When you guys listen to the symbols and put it on your chart. I'm not gonna do it again. And this should have been it, but of course I didn't click that. I forgot how to do it. I was away for 3 days. I forgot. Sorry, guys. But come to the members meeting, all the members. We'll replay this. We'll go through it. Okay, so Craig is asking VIAV. SID, what chart? Intraday, daily, all feeds off of each other. 2-minute, 10-minute, 60-minute. It's up 400%. Mojotronics. Do it at your own risk. Yeah, exactly. Nancy Pelosi is getting richer. I'm sorry about the share screen, guys. I messed up completely. But come to them, we'll talk about it on the members only. I feel bad now, but I can't do much. Craig says VIAV. Let's check that one. Any other symbols you guys want to know? VIAV. Now you guys see the screen, of course. VIAV Solutions. Yeah, nice and steady. I mean, hope you bought it at 7-8. It's just going. It's in an uptrend. Nothing like the high flyers that we were looking at. But SIDU one time. Here, this is SIDU. SIDU. Sidus space. 479. It's not pulling back. It did give me that pullback while I was messing around with my Thinkorswim. Yeah, I retested the high just now, 496. Looks just like this. Just pull back. So give me a pullback to get back in. So this is the 2-minute chart. 2-minute, 2-day chart. Mojotronics. This is the 10-minute, 10-day chart. Those are the 3 intraday ones I look at. And this is the 1 hour, 60-minute, 30-day chart. It's meaning that goes back 30 days, but each bar is 60 minutes. This here is 1 year, 1 day. That's where I go back and see last time I had a run like this. Okay, so here's the comparable here. You went from 4 to 15 in 1 day. Next 2 days it pulled back to 7, and then from there hit 18, and then it died after that, right? So these types of stocks will have these types of runs. The only difference this time is on 4 million share float, it traded 223 million shares already. So shorts are absolutely, there are illegal shorts that get into these things. They get in, they get out, and they get, they keep covering, shorting and covering because there's no shares to short in this thing. So that's what the problem is with these. Okay, I did share the screen, didn't I? I don't know what's going on. I did share the screen. Present. Let's see. No, I did share it. The second time anyway. I don't know. Okay, can you guys give me a thumbs up if everything is happening here? What's happening here? Can you guys give me like a... Okay, is it sharing the screen now? Can you guys see it? Okay, somebody give me a thumbs up. Can you guys see the screen? Thinkorswim screen, the chart screen? Yes, no. Say yes or no. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so I was sharing the screen. I don't know what's going on. All right, so no more questions. All right, so all the members, please show up on Wednesday. Members only. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Power hour coming up Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're back on the regular schedule until my brain. I don't have jet lag, but my brain is a little scrambled. I'm trying to actually think of I'm trying to think of the strategy that I need to put on MSTU. what kind of options I need to do, because the money is not there. But then you can't think of the money not being there now or being less and not do the strategy. So I will sell the puts again with the intent of owning MSTU this time. It's probably $15 by this Friday. Taking some premium because money's sitting in cash. There's no reason for me not to deploy that. Yeah. So you all be safe. You all be healthy. I will see you guys on the other channel tomorrow. Wednesday, wear your shirts, show up. Let's celebrate Techie Bees. Amazing, amazing achievement. And hope you're all learning. Hope you're all improving. No need to be a jockey. Mojotronics, Soundhound, that would have been another double. So don't trade. Just give yourself a chance for the thing to work out. Yeah, Richie Rich has not done a trade, but then he talks about all the missed trades. We got to get in the water, sir. Yeah, 500% gain on MSTR. Okay, what about it? No big deal. I need a lot of capital so I can make this happen. No, that's not even funny. I will leave with that. That's not even funny. You need a lot of capital, but then look at Techie B. He took his capital from 3K to 10K, and he's taking the money out, and he continues doing it. If he's doing it, and he just started, 3-4 months ago, why can't you do it? Because you're a gambler and you want to make it much faster than that. You can't even make it faster. I can't even do that. Okay? So, yeah, don't do it. I mean, I don't know you that well. I just seen you on the internet. So, like, if you were in Tampa, I would have met you in person and then I would have slapped you. But no, all I'm saying is that you got to have patience. Okay? No need to get in and out, unless like stuff like this happens. Okay? Today, you buy something, couple thousand shares or 100 shares or whatever, it goes up like 50%. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So all right, see you guys Wednesday, the members and the non-members. Now we have more people watching. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Please go watch it, rewatch it. If I didn't share my screen, on me, a little discombobulated, but at least I took some profits while you guys were watching, which is good. And so I will post my positions on the community page. You all know where it should be. Please put a thumbs up. Please share the videos. Please like the videos. It helps with the algorithm. And thank you for the support. If you become a member, you get a shirt free, and then you'll get to join us on Wednesday for members only live. And on Friday, I'll be back for Power Hour, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, adios. Oh, why am I not wearing my Barca hat for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Yeah, we're in a tailspin. We started like a house on fire. Yesterday, we lost to the 20th place team, 1-0. I'm in mourning, but we're going to hang in there. You got to be a fan with the ups and downs. Although I'm a Buffalo Bills fan for this year because of Chris. They smashed somebody yesterday. I don't know. I think it was the Detroit Lions, I think, right? So Buffalo Bills are doing well. Barcelona is not doing well. They lost, I think, two out of the last 3 weeks. And hence you guys are not seeing my pretty Barca hat. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We can't score a goal to save our life now. We were scoring 5-6 goals a game. Now we can't even score one. And I'm like, and losing to a 20th place team? I don't know. We need to be careful with that. So see you all. See the members on Wednesday. Hope you made some money on UMAC, UMAC. All these little ones I added to the screen, they're for my, watch list. But it's good to watch them. It's good to understand how these stocks are performing. Please go to Yahoo Finance, check out the stuff. The reason I put them on, because I checked on Yahoo Finance everything that I need to check. And I will trade those. A couple of points here, a couple of points there. If it gives me more than that, great. If it doesn't, wonderful. Have tight stops on these, because these they will pull the rug on these, okay? It's not like NVIDIA or some other thing. These move up fast, these die fast. So be careful with these and trade at your own risk. This is not financial or investment advice, but we are all members. Please wear your shirts on Wednesday because we have a celebration of Techie B. That's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go figure out what to do with MSTU now. And you guys probably will see the positions at 2 p.m. on the community page. Adios.